you're right, we are living through a 21st century revolution, as transformative as the Industrial Revolution, possibly more so. And you make a compelling argument that this is not an issue, but the issue of our time. And the opportunities are, of course, unprecedented, but so are the risks. And on this, I think we both agree. So we've led on AI regulation. We knew that if we didn't do that, either others would do it or we'd simply be far behind. How do we ride the AI wave? How does Europe, how does Britain ride it? How do we ignite a culture of innovation where we frankly haven't for a while?
I do believe this is just as deep as the 19th century Industrial Revolution, possibly more so. Artificial general intelligence, which is the next step after generative AI, is its own revolution. After that, you'll have artificial superintelligence. I think robotics is going to change manufacturing completely. I think the whole world is going to change. If we are not in that technology game, we're not in the game that's going to define this century. So it's a choice, but you've got to be very clear about it. We've got to think of what are the reforms and changes we need to get into that game and win it. And then the other thing it'll do is it should transform the way government itself operates. I mean, the state as we know it grew out of the Industrial Revolution. So this technology revolution, I think it will change the nature of the state.
We talk about why people want to believe in Europe. If we also look at how do we continue to be that house on the hill, you know, a clear destination that you need to work in. You know, how do we make people believe in Europe again? How do we make people, especially younger ones, fight for Europe?
The challenge, therefore, is to offer a new vision of Europe today that allows people to understand that Europe is not just an ideal, it is the best way to protect your own interests and freedom. If we don't deal with the grievances people have, then someone's going to come along and exploit those grievances and say the only way you're going to fix this system is to blow it up. And that's what we're faced with today. And that's why it's really important to understand we're in a new era of politics, and if conventional politics wants to survive, it's got to be much, much more radical. But it's got to be radical and sensible.
So thank you very much, Anders, and thank you to you all.
So Tony Blair's latest book on leadership, Lessons for the 21st Century. These words resonate deeply today.
And now you've distilled that experience into what I think is a brilliant book. Many leaders are not prepared. They're essentially elected.
How to be a CEO or how to be a football coach, right? Because you win the election, that's your qualification. You would never do that in any other walk of life. So the thing about the policy is really hard. You know, one of the things, really policies, they're just ambitions.
We wanted to go and knock on people's doors last 6th to 9th of June. It's from driving real change to those who don't and simply fail.
Let's get into a difficulty. So if you're looking at Europe today, and you know, you may feel it's legend majesté for a Brit to be lectured.
We've actually found ourselves in a situation where we're...
So no, I don't pretend to be an expert. It's got a strong position in artificial intelligence, but it's got to keep it. This is why I think when you take a step back and you look at it,